Okay? Be industrious. Don't be couch potatoes. Couch potatoes are what people who sit on the couch and eat French fries, potatoes, looking at the idiot box. And if that is what life is all about, being what we call immobile, becoming like a vegetable, not utilizing the talents God has given you, as they say that youth is not useless but used less. That's what we heard in Shimla. Okay, the DG, I think so, mentioned that, and it was a very nice insight. Youth are not useless; they are used less. So they were using your potentials to be industrious. All that we see today, the fruit of technology, the development that you see around, is because people have put their creative minds together to create, to generate, to be productive. And another question is this, that what am I being industrious for? Johannes Sebastian Bach, he said, I was obliged to be industrious. Whoever is equally industrious will succeed equally well. Now Bach was a German composer, okay, Western classical music. He's considered among the greatest composers of all time. So he's saying, if I was industrious, you will find that you can also be successful the way I am. Next. And Henry David Thoreau said, it is not enough to be industrious, so are the ants. But what are you industrious about? What are you convinced about? Kattarvadi Loko? What are they convinced about? What are you convinced about? So therefore being industrious, for example those boys in the video, now maybe they wanted to impress those girls. But that is also maybe a very limited sense of industriousness. But you've got what we call, take the implications for larger things. Or even in this scenario, maybe many people say, okay, I wish I get a good girl, or I wish I get a good boy. But prove yourselves that you are capable, prove yourselves to be what you call attractive, not just physically, but in your capacities, in your moral strength, in your integrity, in the way you will be able to take care, protect. That's where you've got to also measure up your own capacity to relate to people, to make friends, to impress people, as youth do. Okay? But take it to the other extreme, to the other implications, wider implications. What are you industrious about? Next. Edward Bowler Lytton said, if thou be industrious to procure wealth, okay, if you are industrious, you have a company, you create jobs, you've got a lot of wealth and capital, if that is how you are industrious, then be generous in the disposal of it. Also be generous in the disposal of it. So don't be selfish. Man never is so happy as when he giveth happiness unto another. Be industrious in that. Next. Benjamin Franklin, okay, one of the founding fathers of America, also considered the first American, he said this, be studious in your profession and you will be learned. Be industrious and frugal and you will be rich. Be sober and temperate and you will be healthy. Be in general virtuous and you will be happy. At least you will, by such conduct, stand the best chance for such consequences. Okay, by such conduct, the chances are that you will face these consequences of being happy, of being industrious, etc. Next.
I wasn't always this good. I had a lot to learn. I had to practice. And practice. And practice. Until one day, my dream came true. Sure, it wasn't easy, but but it was worth it.
Be competent. Okay, you see, in regard to being competent, you see this beautiful example of this child who says, I wasn't all this good. I wasn't this good all the time. But what I needed to do, I needed to practice. And as she's saying that, what are they showing? She is reading. She's studying. She's trying to understand what is this art of fencing. And practice, make it perfect. So therefore, you've got to build competence in life. Be good at what you are doing. Not sufficient to be good. Be the best in your particular field. No? There's this beautiful example here. You have the Superman. What is he saying? Here I am to save the day, defeating unemployment in a single bound, faster than the DMV. Might be some agency that does all this. No? Using my superpower of government to fix everything. Great aspirations, do a lot. And what does he say here? Oh, if someone will let me out, a little help please, the door is stuck. Hello, hello. Poor fellow doesn't have the competence to open that phone booth. And he's going to fix the government, he's going to fix unemployment, he's going to fix poverty. So sometimes we also overestimate ourselves. So you've got to know what your limitations are. What are my limitations? What can I build on? What do I need to do more in order to build my competence? In every sector. Now be good at what you are. Some people are jack of all trades but master of none. Now you can put your hands on a lot of things. It's good. It's a good quality to have. But have mastery. Have mastery. Be the best. Okay? And that's where you build competence. So what are the basic principles, the 7 principles that apply to self? Can you just repeat it for us? First, take care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, no one is going to take care of you. You've got to take care of yourself. Second, be temperate. Self-mastery. Third, set a good example. Lead from the front. Be the change. Fourth, be worthy of trust. Fifth, fulfill your obligations. What is your fair share? Do and do more. And sixth, be industrious. Don't be a couch potato. Use the talents God has given you for a wider purpose. And 7, be competent. Okay, now these are aspects that you need to work upon yourselves for self-improvement, for building your capacities, for making that desirable impact that you want on the world. Now we will take it to the next level. Okay? How does this apply to your relationship with others?
Be good. Don't party, okay? I did the craziest things in my life.
Was it something gross?
It was just something I never thought I'd do. Like ever.
Did your parents find out?
Yeah, they were totally shocked. I'm all cut. And for the first time in a long time, I just felt good.
What did you do?
For the first time in a long time, I felt good. And what did he do? Honor and help your parents. It's also one of the 5 parts of USM, right? Honor, respect your parents, your elders, and every other human being. You know, parents have certain expectations of their children. Now, after all the effort, after all the investment, after all the struggles that they take to, to educate us, to give us the best, so that we don't have to struggle the way they did. They have certain expectations. That you come up in life, make me proud. Which parent doesn't have that expectation? And so therefore, when these 2 parents, when they go out of the house, they're telling this boy, you be good. Not baby's day out, but baby's day in. And he says that I did something that I myself had never thought I would ever do. What difference can I make? And he cleans the entire house. Shows that he is responsible. He wins the trust of his parents. So therefore we can be spoiled children, or you can be youngsters who are proving yourselves. Say that I am trustworthy. Dad, mom, you can trust me. I am responsible. So it's okay if you take risks with me. Build that trust. It's okay if you take a risk. I am not going to disappoint you. So honor, respect, help your parents. So what is that one thing that you're going to do when you go back home? To show your parents that you are trustworthy, that you're going to build trust, that they can say that, even if I leave my house, I know that my child is responsible. Okay? That's another thing that you begin with, once again, with your own home. Before you want to change the world. Begin there, in your own house. Next.
Look, work, wait. What you looking at, lady? Get back to work.
Hey, Jen, how you doing?
Oh, okay, just leave me alone. Pay attention.
What's the principle here? In relation to others? Yes. Do not do things to others that you would not like them to do to you. Now you notice in this video, what was happening? What was happening? Yes, you call it the ripple effect or the domino effect. The ripple effect. Now, someone's anger is passed on to you, and if you are not aware of yourself, if you not attain that self-mastery, you are going to allow that anger to influence your action against others. That's what you saw. No? It all came back to the first boy who got angry. He was in the end pushed by that big boy. Okay, because that other small fellow sort of dropped his plate or dropped his food. And you saw how this ripple effect is created because we don't have control over ourselves. Because we are not living on a plane of awareness. No? So if you are aware, becoming aware of what is happening within you, what is happening around you, you have a greater capacity to control the situation. No? That's why being thoughtful, being purposeful, being mindful is important. Being reflective, it's important. And so therefore this is a golden rule. The golden rule. Do not do anything to others that you would not want them to do to you. Or there's a positive twist to this golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. Now this golden rule, something beautiful about it, is that it is there in all the major religions of the world. We just have a look at that slide. Each and every one of these religions, Baha'i faith, Hinduism, Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, Sikhism, Christianity, Unitarianism, native spirituality, Zoroastrianism, Jainism, Judaism, Islam. Now it speaks of the golden rule, the same rule but in various different words. The same rule. Okay? So if you want to cultivate that civilization of love, begin there. No? That what am I doing that should not be done? What am I doing that I don't want someone else to do to me? So they say if you want respect, give respect. If you want respect, give respect. If you want love, give love. If you want a friend, be Be a friend. If you want a friend, be a friend. If you want others to talk to you, go and talk to others. If you don't want to be rejected by a particular group, don't reject the other. Okay? Newton's law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So use it positively. Use it positively, as I say, do what you want others to do to you, practice it first. The good things. Next. In relation to others, seek to live with the truth. Now you see in this video what happens is that there is this girl who has feelings for a boy in her college. And what happens there? Another girl passes by and that boy watches and is extra polite, or he's trying to impress, trying to get the attention of that girl. So what happens with this girl? She becomes jealous. And when she becomes jealous, she begins to spread false rumors about the other girl. Okay, now there are two things happening in this video. The second thing is what? There's someone else who's talking to another boy about this first boy. You notice that? Someone else is telling another boy about that first boy because he was sitting in a crowd and talking to his friends, and without knowing what is the truth, this fellow goes and attacks that boy for whom that other girl has a feeling. Okay, that's what you saw in this video. Just to say, okay, just to elaborate what is happening in the video, the type of mind talk that we do. Now, if you want to achieve something, no, there are people who go to the other extreme of even spreading false rumors, of creating lies and dishing that as truth. Sometimes you can create falsity and sell that as truth, and that's what's happening in society today. No? When you speak about journalism, when you speak about people